Hi, welcome, welcome. Surprise, surprise. I'm doing two videos in a row today. I got kind of behind on the Halloween stuff after we had the wonderful potions party in August. And now it's already new catalog time. I can't believe it. I'll have to show you that as we get started before we go on the card here. The actual new mini catalog went live starting yesterday on the 4th, and also a new scrapbooking brochure went live, and that has a Halloween kit and a winter kit and an autumn kit and a Christmas kit in it. And there's all of those holidays represented in the mini catalog also. So that's awesome. It's great that it is live for customers too now. So I'm excited. We got to pre-order a little bit. That's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. And I am happy to be one. It's coming up on 20 years that I've been doing this. So it's been a lot of fun. I want to share with you tonight one of the cards. This is an easy one compared to the one I did earlier this afternoon that was a marathon. But this one is pretty easy and fun because I've already done all the die cutting. And this is all featuring the Potions and Spells bundle from Stampin' Up. And it has all the dies and the stamp set that coordinate. And when you buy it by the bundle, of course, you get 10% off. So these are the dies that I used. The little broom, the handle and the broom part are separate. And then I think that's it. That's all we used except several stamps. So we're going to change it up just a little bit like I did for my class. This was just my prototype. And I just thought it was fun to make the stripes. Of course, we didn't have any DSP at the time. Currently, there is some DSP that coordinates with this stamp set that is in the scrapbooking brochure. But on this one, I just kind of created my own. I thought this would be a fun stripe color to have. So I just created one. Hope you'll let me know, make a comment when you tune in and let me know who you are and where you're from. Happy to have you. We will get going on this card, and I will have on a blog post soon, I'll have some measurements. And also if you want the full descriptions and all the photos and details and everything, I'll have a PDF for purchase for $10 that has all 4 cards and a treat box and a treat pouch that we did at our class recently. It was really a party. We called it a potions party. It was a lot of fun. Let me switch this camera over. Sorry, so you can see a lot better. We'll switch that over. Yay. Okay. I feel a little better that I feel like I can see you when I can see that I'm talking to you, if that makes sense. So if this isn't large enough for y'all to tell what I'm doing, let me know. But I've got all the pieces already die cut. And I am frugal when it comes to all the cardstock, and I hate wasting things. So I cut all my green slime for some of the other cards out of these little green layers. Since that's not going to show anyway, we're going to add this green layer to the card. Let me get my little silicone mat here so I don't make a mess with the glue everywhere. And you could use liquid glue, you could use seal, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your favorite glue is. And this is a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of Granny Apple Green going on a gorgeous grape cardstock. So it's just a little bitty border of purple showing. It probably could have been a little smaller, but I wanted to have plenty of room for the stripe. So with the liquid glue, you have a little more wiggle room there. Still didn't get it quite even top and bottom. We'll see if we can get that up. Yes, we can. Hoorah. All right, let's try that one more time. It's hard to get right over it when you have a camera there, but that is close enough. Okay, and I'm not going to worry about those little tabs sticking up. I don't think it's going to matter. We'll put a little dotted glue just in case. But your kit, if you ordered the potions party from me, if you got the class to go, instead of coming to the party, then I can't remember if I cut these out of your kit or not, or if your layer will be solid. But as you can see, it's not a big deal. If you want to glue those little tabs down that are sticking up, you can. But I think the cardstock we're going to put over it's going to cover it anyway, so it won't matter. Okay, there's our layer. Now we're going to do a little technique that y'all may not have tried, and that is using the big water painter to make stripes. This is the large one that's wide. This comes in a set of 3. Our water painters do. And I'm going to get this out of the way here. Let's see. Okay. We're just going to take one. We're going to start with one color. And we'll start with Granny Apple Green. And I'm not sure exactly what happened to my stamp pad during my class, but something got on there. But I find this is the easiest way to get some color, is to just put your block onto your stamp pad like that. And you can take a little, you need some water to mix that up and get that going, but you don't want too much where it waters the color down too much. So it depends on how vivid you want your colors to be. But we're going to, well, we'll just leave it on this glue mat and I'll wipe it off. And I'm just going to take, and with Halloween, you know, nothing has to be perfect, right? Everything's kind of grungy and all. So normally I would say it's easier to go ahead and do the green, the second green down here, but just in case you get off on your, the way you're doing the stripes, if you get off somehow and make one too wide or whatever, it's a lot harder to make it fit exactly. So I'm just going to say change colors when you get to your second stripe. Whoop! That's not what I wanted. All right, now we're going to take Pumpkin Pie and do the same thing. Get that on our block. Do the same technique. Just get a little water. I like my colors kind of vivid, so I'm not doing a ton of water. All right, we're just going to leave a little space between the stripes, and you can go back and forth if you want. You can do whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is for Halloween card, right? Okay, we're going to get, and I'm squeezing the water out of the water painter. You push on both sides where it says push, and getting all that color out of there before moving to the next color, which is Gorgeous Grape. And if you have any questions as we go, let me know. I'm happy to help. Thank you for watching, whether you're watching the replay or watching live on YouTube or Facebook. I'm happy that you're here. And please share with your crafty friends if you think would enjoy this. Whoops! How did I get that drip all the way over there? Interesting. That's where a broom's going to go. Okay. Oh my. I think I had water on the outside of the water painter maybe. All right. Now we're going to go with our Gorgeous Grape stripe. And I wouldn't just do a whole ton of water on this, so I wouldn't keep going over it because this just is Whisper White. If you really wanted to work it, you could switch to watercolor paper, but I don't think that's necessary on this project. Dang, I didn't tighten it up good. That's it. It's leaking. Okay, now we know. It's a good thing Halloween is grungy, right? Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, now we're going to do a crushed curry stripe. And a little bit of water. That, we're going to have to cut that side off, I guess. I left room to cut some off, but since we got that little bit of streaky there, we might want to do something different. Oh boy, that's going to show where that drop of water is too. So I'm going to make that pretty dark. Okay. Now let's take that off again. See, I'm just running it. I'm pushing it until the water comes out clear on my paper towel. Now we're going to go back to the Granny Apple Green. Should just left it at that first stripe. Okay, now this time around, I'm also going to, let me show you with the broom. I'm going to kind of put the green as if the witch's broom painted the green stripe in the sky or wherever that is. That's kind of what came out of my imagination. And I'm just putting a little handle to coordinate with, so I've got the green coming up there on that. So we've got 2 stripes that are green. We're going to go ahead and do both of those green ones here. Okay, and the die was already, see how it has the detail? It has those little slits cut out. Isn't that cute? I think that's the cutest broom we've had. Okay, now we're going to go to our next color, which is pumpkin pie again, round 2. Okay, right here, pumpkin pie. Told you this card was going to be easy. And that is about it, folks. I do recommend that if your block runs out of ink, like this one kind of has, I start over. I don't like going back onto it with the watery, kind of watery stuff, you know. I go ahead and add a little more to the block. I wipe it off before I add more to the block. That's what I meant to say. Okay, I want that orange a little more vivid, so I'm going to add another thing of color, and I'm going to go over that too, just in case. I like my colors bright. I don't know about y'all. Are y'all bright gals, or do you like neutrals, or what's your favorite color group? Do y'all like neutrals, or the in colors, or brights, or regals, or subtles? Which one's your favorite? I'd love to know in the comments. Whoops. Okay, I just cleaned that off before I did my broom. Silly me. Okay, we're doing orange. And then we're going to do a little bit of orange tip. And one more orange tip. Or is that the yellow? I don't know is that the yellow block? Now I'm confused over which one's yellow and which one's orange. I think We will see. Let me see when I think that was the orange one. Just didn't come out very orange at the end there. Okay, so let's just do, we don't have a crushed curry one. Okay. So what else do we have? Oh, the purple. We need to do a purple broom. Whew. It's kind of dark. That looks like a really dirty broom, doesn't it? I think I didn't get all of my color off here. Oh, looks pretty purple. Alrighty. Now we have one broom for each stripe except for the yellow, which is where, or the crushed curry, which is where we're going to stamp the Happy Halloween. And I thought it should be one long line instead of stacked like I had it on the original card. So let's do that. Let me get my Stampin' Pierce mat, which is buried here somewhere since I did the first card earlier. Here we go. Okay. And I have cut my I cut my Happy Halloween apart, and that's what I used on the last card. But on this one, I just put it back together. Even though you cut it, you can just slide it right back in here. So you can see that little cut mark there. Works just fine. You just put them next to each other and nobody would ever know it's been apart. But that way you can stack it when you want to, or do it this way. Probably should let that dry just a little bit. Let's go ahead. I think we'll go ahead and cut this while we're letting that dry, because I think it's going to spread because this is still a little wet. So let's give it a minute for that. And I made this where I could cut the bottom off however much I cut off the side too. And you can see I added the green layer on our card here that I don't have here because I thought it needed it. And then this is what we're going to do on the inside. I just cut off one edge. And then I wrapped the broomsticks around because I thought that was so cute. Just see, wrapping it across so when you open the card, it looks like the broom's flying. Isn't that cute? Let's see. Hi, Nicole. I'm glad to see you. Let's see. Oh, the favorite tones are autumnals. Yes, I love autumn colors too. I love brights and I love autumn. I'm not a real big neutral girl, but I'm glad you're here, Nicole. Thanks for watching. Where are you from? Where are you watching from? Let's see. We're going to trim that up, like I said. I'm going to take off. Let's close up that purple before I make a big mess. We'll move this out of the way so I can get my trimmer up here. And let's take off. I'm going to take off this side. This should be, that's like 4. Well, it's a little over 4, like a 16th over 4. It may have been 4. Well, maybe that is 4. That is 4. We're going to take off, let's take off a 1/4. That will only give that green like 1/8 of an inch. Do I want to go 1/4 or a little bit more? I think a 1/4. Let's do a 1/4. And then we're going to take a 1/4 off the bottom, which would leave 5 1/4 there. It's already about 5 1/4. I should have taken a little bit more. Okay, we're going to say 5 1/8 to kind of even that up. Maybe even a little more. Okay, fine. Let's go to 5. And then I wish I had taken that wider, but I did not. So it's too late now. Let's see how this fits. I think I'm going to need to take a little bit more off the sides. I don't know. That's pretty close. I think that works. Okay, we're leaving it. And if you wanted to, if you're doing this at home, I would let it dry a little longer, but since we're doing it on the video, we're going to try it. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's get our Happy Halloween re-inked again. And I'm just doing it in the Gorgeous Grape on the crushed curry. Happy Halloween. And you could do it in the center. If you're everything in the center gal, you could do that. Well, welcome from Australia. I'm glad you tuned in, Nicole. Thank you much. Are y'all having good weather? We are in about the 80s here, which I don't know what that is, centigrade or Celsius or whatever. That's in Fahrenheit. We'll say that. Okay. Let's get our inside done. We'll stamp. On the inside of this one, we put this little stripe, and that works. I think it could be a little shorter too. I should have trimmed that at the same time. Or we can leave it. It'll be fine. That way y'all can see the difference in. There we go. See, that just brings a little bit of the outside in very simply. We'll just glue that little strip. And normally I would say, in fact, let's put that aside for the moment. Now that I've gotten it all over my table. Okay. We'll have a little hocus pocus. I'm going to do that in Gorgeous Grape. A little hocus pocus. And then we'll do, I think that's all. I don't think we really need, we might want one purple sparkle. I don't know what we call these. Windy, wet. Okay. Yeah, we have had some rain in the last few days. It's been kind of nice here. We've had lovely sunshine also. We're just in a different season, I know. Do y'all celebrate Halloween there in Australia? Do y'all do anything with Halloween? Nicole? Okay. We're going to do our little purple sparkle. I'm going to do one there, and there are two different stamps that do the little sparkle. So we're going to do, we could do another purple one up here. Well, maybe I don't want to do that until we get, let's put the brooms on first. Okay. All right, we'll finish the inside with using, let me clean these real quickly. Okay, now we can have a little orange sparkle and a little green sparkle on the inside. There's the orange, and it's a little wet. It's okay, it's Halloween. Nothing's too serious about that. Silly holiday. Hallmark holiday. All right, let's see. Which one did I use? Because there's two different ones. Here we go. All right, we're going to do one down here in green. And then if we decide to do another one in orange, we can. Okay, so we didn't make a mistake too much on our greeting. So we'll just go ahead and put this on. Get this out of the way. And just kind of give that a little something fun over there. Glue this on the inside, and then we'll just add the striped piece to the front and add our little brooms, and we'll be done. I told you it was quick and easy. Certainly if you watch that other the other video I did earlier that was about 2 hours long, this is really a lot faster. Okay, there's our inside. A little hocus pocus. Oh, you decorate the house. That's great. I do a little bit of that now. 8 boxes of decorations for Halloween. Oh my gosh. I've got another friend here, Kimberly, who was one of the ones at our potions party. Nicole, you'll have to go look at our at my Facebook page. It's Create with Kelley and Create with Kelley Crew. There's a group and a page that's Create with Kelley, and it shows some of the pictures of the gals. And Kimberly is working on a Halloween queen that I'm assuming is kind of like a mannequin. Maybe she's dresses it. She's got a shawl and I don't know what all. She's working on it. Haven't seen it, but yeah, she's big into decorating for Halloween too. Y'all would get along great. Okay, since I'm going to pop up the brooms, I'm going to go ahead and glue this flat, which it won't be flat because it was wet, but it'll be fine. So there we go. There's that layer. See, I think it needed that little bit of green, but y'all may disagree. If you're doing it at home and you like just the purple better, you could do it that way. But this has a little purple layer. Probably the green layer could be a little bit smaller, but we'll see what we like. Okay, we're going to pop these up with a dimensional. And I put 2 dimensionals on each one, and I left plenty of room here for me to add the handle underneath, and you can kind of tuck it under. So I'm going to have this one come over further for obvious reasons, since I made a big mess there, which is not unusual, really. Okay, I'm going to put glue on the whole thing, and we'll figure out how much of this. Are we going to wrap this one? Are we going to not wrap this one? We're going to have that one kind of cut off. Let's do this a little bit further this way so we can move that. Yeah, I think we need that chopped a little bit. And so the little broom handles will be flat and the flying brooms will be up. Okay, now we're going to look for our purple one. Nicole, are you a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or are you a customer there in Australia? I watch a couple of demonstrators there. I've watched Kelley and Bruno, of course, and I like watching Mandy Witherby. And let's see, we're going to wrap that one around. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue the whole way on this one. And then we're just going to loosely fold that back. And stick that on. Cute. Don't y'all think this is fun? I like this idea. Of course, because I came up with it, but just, you know, not being modest there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm my own best customer too. But I do have a team of folks. I have like 15 now. I can't believe it, counting my second level, first and second level. And so that's a lot of fun. We have a great time. We've got a really, really fun group. And we like to do a lot of things together. And so that is fun. I think, see, that one got chopped off when I did that die earlier. Let's see if I can just shave that a little bit, make that look a little better. That works. Do I want this one up here? And I tried to make them all like end at a different spot. Does that make sense? So they're not even. And some of them are going, I have 3 going, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 with the tails going this way and 2 with the tails going that way. So however you want to do it is great if you want to case this idea. So Nicole, in Australia, do y'all do trick-or-treating with Halloween? Or is that an American thing? Just curious. Okay, we're going to put one really kind of close there. Let's see, before we actually commit and do our do I want 2 together going the same way, or do I want to alternate all of them? Overlap those 2. What do you think about that arrangement? I do not know why people put broomsticks outside their doors. It's believed that witches are OCD and have to count the number of twigs. Therefore, the owners can run away in time. I have not ever heard that, Nicole. That is funny. Funny. Nope. I hope we don't have any witches in the hood. But if I thought a broom would keep them away, I would do that for sure. Oh, goodness, that's funny. Funny little wives' tale, isn't it? Do I want to overlap? Nope. Okay, we're going to wrap that one around. Oh, y'all do trick-or-treating too. Okay. Thanks, Nicole. I'm glad you like it. You're certainly welcome to case. Happy to share. It's a fun, easy one. Of course, if you've got a big class and you are making all these, cutting out all these die cuts, it does take quite a lot of passes unless you've got more than one set. Because if you've just got one die set and you're cutting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I cut like 50 of these, you know, adds up. But it was a lot of fun to see their faces and get to play. We had little, all kinds of little Halloween treats and goodies. Different people brought snacks and goodies. And we had one lady who, Judy, brought deviled eggs that she said there were going to be spidery deviled eggs. And I did not know what that was. And I had no idea. I just thought she was calling it that, you know, to be cute and be kind of Halloweeny. But nope, she had cut olives. She made deviled eggs in the way you normally make them, you know, and then she cut an olive like in half and made it as the body that was on the deviled egg, and then cut little slivers to be the spider legs. It was so cute. Oh, they were cute. So it was a lot of fun. Okay, which way is this one gonna go? That far? I think that looks about right. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Nicole. And I have, I've done another one with this bundle. I've done 2 videos already, and then I'm going to do a treat box one too, and show you that one. But yeah, look at my YouTube channel at Create with Kelley Pitts if you want to see some others that I've done with this set. The last one that I did this afternoon was really detailed, lots of blending and with blending brushes, blender pens, all of the above. Okay. So I love creating. I just don't get to, I get frustrated trying to do the blog and all that stuff. Do you do all that? Or are you just more of a hobby demonstrator and you just have a lot of fun with it and don't worry about trying to make sure it's on Pinterest and the blog and linked and has the right hashtags and all the stuff? That gets to be too much. Okay, I think we need a couple more sparkles. Let's put a little orange one, pumpkin pie, little sparkle. Let's clean those first, shall we? I think, oh, no wonder I'm doing it backwards. I see what's happening. I switched my dry side and wet side of my Stampin' scrub. And I forgot which was which. Okay, do we want a little orange on the orange up here? Maybe we do. One last thing as we're finishing up. Is that the same one? Oh, yep, same one. There are two different sparkles. They do look different, so just make note of that when you're working on your cards. If you don't want to repeat. What do we want? Let's say, do we want a little green one too? Well, just a creator. It's not just a creator. I think that is a big job. And that's the most fun part of a demonstrator job, I think, is the creating part. Some people have trouble with that part and are really great at the other parts. So, okay, let's do a green one. And we'll do that one. We'll do a granny apple. And what do you call these little stamps, Nicole? I'm calling them sparkles. I don't know what they really are, but that's what I call it. Thanks a lot for tuning in, Nicole. It's been nice chatting with you. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel and tune in again and check out those other cards because they really, I've had a lot of fun. Here's one that's coming up. I'll show you really quickly. How about that? We're not to the hour yet. But thanks for watching this one. If anybody else is watching and a replay and wants to get some of the supplies, they are linked in the video below. And I would love to help you with that. Nicole, here's a sneak peek of the other cards. This is the one I did this afternoon. Are you watching? Check it out. What? Awesome. Isn't that fun? One more time. There you go. That's the one I did this afternoon. And then here's one I did previously. And then when I made the kits for everybody, I did raise those up on foam adhesive sheets. So that's another little set. And then this one I have not shown yet. This will be the video I do hopefully tomorrow. I'll get this one done. Isn't that cute? And this is using the designer series paper stack in one Brights and one Regals. Look, instead of a shopping bag, it's a cauldron. Ha, ha, ha. Whoa. Ha, ha, ha. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's funny. The cat shared his catnip with the crow. That's cute. Okay. And here's the little treat box, Nicole, that we did with that same kind of theme. And here's it's the little book box that's in the Stampin' Up catalog, the new mini catalog, I think. And I put magnets here, and then you can put a treat inside. How fun is that? So that, and then just little treat pouches that we did. And this already has stuff coming out of it. But I took the, what is that alphabet die? I just went blank. I think it's linked below. But I took that out. It's the negative of this because I made some necklaces with it. And then I used last year's paper since we didn't have any DSP this year at the time, but we do now. And just made these little treat pouches. And that was our 6th project out of all of them. So anyway, it was a fun class, and thank you for watching. And please hope you'll share with your other crafty friends, Nicole. Thanks a lot. And let's put that up there one more time. Yay. Y'all have a great evening and tune in again, please. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.